So it's been a while since I made one of these. Today I'm going to be talking about the Texans draft class, giving my thoughts on it, and if I think it's good or not, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to put up too much effort into this video. I'm probably going to do it all in one take because it's getting late and I really don't feel like trying very hard. I know that's kind of irresponsible of me to do. Yeah, so let's get into this. So with the third pick, with our first round pick and the third pick overall, the Texans selected Derek Stingley Jr., the cornerback out of LSU. Right off the bat, you think about his freshman season that he had in 2019 when he was a huge part of that championship team. Had one of the best seasons that a cornerback has ever had, and as a true freshman, I mean, locking up everybody. And after that season, he was really projected to be the first overall pick in this draft class. Now, of course, 2 years in football years is a long, long, long time. And injuries happened, and he fell some. And honestly, pick 3 is a little... I'm not going to say it was early for him, but it's definitely earlier than expected. Sauce Gardner was expected to be the first corner taken. I see why the Texans took Derek Stingley Jr. over Sauce, though. I think that there's more upside. I think you have more proven with Stingley than you do with Sauce. It's just really, can Derek Stingley stay healthy? And that's a big, big gamble that you're taking with the third overall pick. And if he ends up not panning out, I mean, you're looking at a huge wasted pick with third overall. But overall, I think that Derek Stingley is a good pick. Very, very good pick. So, with our second first-round pick and the 15th overall pick, this is my favorite pick in our draft class. I mean, it's between this and Derek Stingley. But Kenyon Green, the guard out of Texas A&M. And I'm so happy about this pick. So happy. Now, I think it's a little early for Kenyon Green to go. And he's actually my second-ranked guard. I had Zion Johnson ranked above him. But Kenyon Green is one of my favorite players in this draft class. And he's so versatile across the offensive line. He started, I want to say it was something like, let me think of the numbers. It was like 7 or 8 games at left guard, 3 at right guard, 2 at right tackle, and 1 at left tackle. Pretty much he could play every position on the offensive line except for center. And honestly, he could probably play that too if you wanted to play him at it. But I see he's using it primarily at guard, whichever one we want to play. And what this tells me also is that we're probably going to pick up the 5th-year option on Titus Howard, keep him at right tackle, which is where he belongs. That's where he plays the best. And overall, this pick, I think, solidifies a lot on the offensive line. And even though that's a guard, I think it makes our O-line just that much better. So we will see with that. With our first second-round pick 37 overall, we selected Jalen Petrie, the safety out of Baylor. He's about my 4th-ranked safety coming into the draft. Very versatile player. He could play nickel defense, and we needed a safety to replace the loss of Justin Reed, which was that was our biggest loss of the offseason, if you're not counting Deshaun Watson, because that was basically already lost last offseason. But I like the Jalen Petrie pick. We needed somebody back there, like I said, after the loss of Justin Reed, and I think it can overall, I think it'll pan out, but we will see. Then we traded up to get back into the second round with pick 44. Selected John Mechie, wide receiver out of Alabama. Now, Mechie has a torn ACL. He tore it, the week after Thanksgiving, when in the SEC championship against Georgia. So he's probably going to miss quite a bit of the season, probably half, if not maybe even the full season, which is okay. Redshirt him if you need to. There's no need to rush him back because this team is not going to be ultra competitive next year. Overall, I think he can be a really good slot receiver for us because we really don't have a slot receiver that I can just think of that's going to be really good for us in the future. I mean, the only receiver I see being here long term really right now is Brandon Cooks. If you even want to say that that's long term. But, yeah. So then we also selected in the third round, traded up to get Christian Harris. I believe we traded up. Yeah, we did. Traded up to get Christian Harris, linebacker out of Alabama. So we double up on Alabama prospects here. Christian Harris, don't know a whole lot about him, so I'm not going to act like I do. And with some of these prospects down that I'm about to start listing off, I don't know a lot about. But we needed to get a younger linebacker. Linebacker right now is our best position, I would say. Wait, let me think. I would say it's probably about our best position. But even then, it's still not great, and we needed some younger talent in there to compete with. Kemo Grugier-Hill, Kevin Pierre-Louis, Christian Kirksey, which just, as long-term solutions just aren't really good ones. So Christian Harris, we'll see if he can develop into a good linebacker for us someday in the future. So then, with our fourth pick, number 107 overall, we selected Dameon Pierce, a halfback out of Florida. I really expected us to go halfback earlier in the draft, maybe second or third round, maybe get Kenneth Walker or something. Now, I'm kind of glad that we did wait until the fourth round because Dameon Pierce is still there. He was one of my favorite running backs coming into the draft. What I like about him is he's a great pass blocker. He's also a downhill runner and runs through contact very well. And so I think he can. He automatically is running back one for us because, what do we have on the roster? Rex Burkhead, and that's about it. There's some other people, but they're not worth listing here. So, hang on, let's see. Yeah, Rex Burkhead, Royce Freeman, Marlon Mack, who I almost forgot about. And we've got practice squad guys like Scotty Phillips and Dare Ogunbowale. So, yeah, I think Dameon Pierce is automatically either running back one or two. Probably two. Marlon Mack will probably be the one coming in the season. But I'm getting sidetracked. Okay. Our fifth round pick, or our first of those, pick 150. We select Thomas Booker, a defensive tackle out of Stanford. Now, he plays the 3 technique. And right now, the 3 technique is occupied by Ross Blacklock. So what this tells me is this is obviously competition for Ross Blacklock, and it tells me that he may be on his way out after his rookie deal is up, considering that he was drafted by the old regime, Bill O'Brien, and I think they just wanted to get their own kind of guy that they like in there, and so we'll see what he does in the preseason. Obviously, don't know a whole lot about him. I don't watch a lot of Pac-12 football. All right, our second, 5th round selection, pick 107. We got Tegan. Oh, Lord, I don't know how to say this. Quintorino? Something like that. Tight end out of Oregon State. He doesn't have great stats from what I looked at. He had about 6 touchdowns in his entire college career. So I looked more into it, and he's more of a blocking tight end. So this pick made more sense the more I looked into it. He's obviously not going to be tight end 1. That seems to be Brevin Jordan's job right now. But I think they did want that tight end 2 as more of a blocking tight end because of the personnel that Pep Hamilton likes to run. He likes to run a lot of 12 personnel. And, so we'll see what he does in the preseason. No clue how he's going to perform. But only time will tell. And then with our final selection in the draft, 6th round, pick 205, we select Austin DeCoulis. He's an offensive tackle out of LSU. And the only real noteworthy thing I can find on him is that he was part of that offensive line from the 2019 season. And that's basically it. Trying to think of what award that offensive line won. Whatever the award for the best offensive line in college football is, he won that. Not offensive line men, offensive line as a collective. So, whatever that's worth, he'll probably just end up being a swing tackle for us. Maybe he replaces Charlie Heck as the swing tackle because, like with Ross Blacklock, Charlie Heck was drafted by Bill O'Brien in the old regime, and they're probably going to try to get those guys out of here. as they did with players like John Reed and other guys drafted by them. So all in all, I think a pretty good draft. Some of these late round guys, only time will tell on. The earlier round guys, I'm really excited about. Derek Stingley, Kenyon Green, Jalen Petrie, John Mechie, Christian Harris, and then Damian Pierce. Excited about all of those guys. And then the last three that I listed, we'll just watch for them in the preseason and see what they do. And so, all in all, there's your draft for you. All right, I'll see you guys later.